What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome back to another video. I hope everybody's doing well, and let's get straight into things. So you'll see we had a down close day today on Monday, trading through that weekly fair value gap, and it does look like we're going to close below it as well. But you will notice we traded right to that weekly consequent encroachment that I brought our attention to in yesterday's video. So make sure to go check out that video if you haven't already. I was speaking about this level and it being an important level to watch. Moving into the rest of the week, nothing's really changed. Obviously Monday, not really much price action. We did move lower. I took out some sell side liquidity below here, and you can see we've had a nice reaction off of that consequent encroachment, and since then we've just been kind of consolidating. So moving into the Tuesday, I would like to think that we can start to again form the low of the week so that we can start to push higher, potentially for higher prices. But I am still just watching this weekly consequent encroachment. Preferably price will not trade through it, as in it will continue to show support and we can trade higher. But again, let's say price does trade through it and we start moving lower, then we can start looking at this low as a potential target, and I'd start thinking about us filling in this imbalance right here on the 4 hour. So what does that mean? That means that Tuesday, depending on how we trade, if it is quite heavily bearish, then we can start thinking about looking for shorts on dollar, running into this low and closing in this complete volume imbalance. But preferably I'd like to think that we can see continued support and then an expansion. So yeah, it is still just a matter of waiting, so I'm being very patient. We do have high impact news every single day, so there's definitely not any rush. But moving towards Thursday and Friday, that's probably when I'm going to be doing most of my trading. But yeah, if we go to the hourly, you'll see we've just been in this consolidation. We came lower, returning back to this bullish order block. I am watching this bullish order block as just again to see how price reacts around it, and you'll see that we did actually trade to it today. Oh wait, we never, my bad, we haven't actually traded into it yet. So if price does come down and grab these stops below here, we know that this bullish order block should act as a propulsion block. So we can write propulsion block, and assuming we are bullish, if once price trades into that, it should send price higher. It should propel price. So we have a propulsion block level right there. And then if we drop down to the 15, if we go down to the 5 minute, there is some fair value gaps I want to bring our attention to. So again, price may come down here in the new day, very may well, but we also do have a breaker that's formed. So we got this breaker here, we've got a low, a high, a lower low, and then price has broken to the upside, taking out these buy stops. So right now I do have my eyes set on this nice 5 minute fair value gap as well, that you can see relative equal lows forming above. So yeah, we still have obviously the Asian session to get through, but moving in tomorrow, I am just going to be watching very carefully. Okay, is price showing support? Are we going to see an expansion outside? Preferably yes. And if that's the case, we can start targeting these relative equal highs for buy side liquidity, and obviously these highs up here as well, and then running into our original target up here as well. So I have all my buy side targets pretty much marked and planned out. It's just a matter of waiting for that expansion, that initial expansion, and seeing us leave the consolidation for me to start thinking about entering any kind of position. So definitely don't rush into it. Definitely have your risk management on point. And again, watch this weekly consequent encroachment like you saw today, how price traded right down into that level, and then look at the reaction. Then look at the reaction we're getting away from it. So that's something to consider and definitely something to study. So let's now go on to GBP USD. We'll start on the daily, and all my markings from yesterday are still here. So you'll know that I did mark out weekly consequent encroachment up here. This was the highest I wanted to see pound trade, and I was saying that price may want to run out of these buy stops. Now that wasn't the case. You'll see that trade price, let me just get rid of this. So today price traded very close to these highs, but never actually took it out. So this we could consider a failure swing, the fact that we're not taking them out, but it is also building up buy stops above there. But if we're expecting higher dollar, that means we should be expecting lower pound, of course. So again, I'm watching pound. I want to see break of market structure. I want to see some aggressive movement to the downside, and I want to see this daily fair value gap. I'll just show you on the daily. I want to see this get traded to as a target. So that's what I'm watching. In terms of high of the day tomorrow, again, I'm not really entirely sure because of how consolidated these environments are. So I wouldn't be rushing into anything, but around 8:30 for the high impact news, I'd definitely be looking for setups, so long as dollar's supportive, of a rundown into that daily fair value gap. And you can see how these relative equal lows here and here, that's all creating sell side. Look, there's going to be sell stops residing below there, so price is going to want to draw to that, assuming we are bearish, and that's right above that daily fair value gap. So that's what I have my eyes set on. But yeah, we're just gonna have to, honestly, we're just gonna have to wait and see, wait for expansion. But to be honest, like I said, the fact that we didn't run out these highs, Friday's highs, the fact that we didn't do that on the Monday is showing a level of weakness in pound that I do like to see. So that is quite supportive. And yeah, let's go on to euro. Honestly, guys, if you haven't watched yesterday's video, make sure to watch it. I'll make sure to link it in this video because I'm pretty much going over everything I've already stated. So you'll see euro here traded higher. Where did we trade to? Weekly consequent encroachment. I brought our attention to this in yesterday's video. We traded right to it beautifully. Let's go to the 4 hour. You can see we traded up. Rejection block level as well. Took out this buy side liquidity, and then we traded away from it, and now we're just playing around in this 1 hour implied fair value gap. Now, what is an implied fair value gap? Well, in Sunday's video, I also brought your attention to this range here, and you can see our price has consolidated its way in here, and now we're just continuing to consolidate. So again, it's just a matter of me waiting for price to leave this range. I'm watching price. Do we see an expansion lower? Are we going to see it in Asia? If we don't see it in Asia, will we see it? If we see it in London, we can start thinking about setups for a shorting opportunity to run into that weekly fair value gap and into these lows where we have a beautiful sell side imbalance. So yeah, nothing's really changed. Make sure you've watched yesterday's video. Let's say price does continue higher, that's fine. We simply start looking for these highs to get ran and these targets. But generally speaking, I do want to see lower euro because I'm expecting higher pound. I mean, higher dollar, sorry. So yeah, hope you found this insightful, guys. Honestly, tomorrow will probably be a lot more interesting and insightful because this, Monday didn't really do much other than trade to our targets, our target low of the weekly consequent encroachment. So yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to smash subscribe. Also join the Discord. I am active in there, and I've now put the seasonal tendencies in the Discord and the weekly profiles for you guys to use completely free of charge. So make sure to join the Discord, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.